Sin theology is such a harmful thing because it shuts down curiosity about how the world works.
All right, let's see what she has to say.
When you believe that humans were born with a sin nature, were born with a desire to rebel against God, then you believe that that is the reason everyone does every bad thing.
And I would just simply retort that the atheist, secular, whatever worldview doesn't have a better way to account for the evil of humanity. Every worldview is trying to figure out what's wrong with humanity. Why is there brokenness and how do we fix it? Christianity actually sees the brokenness, acknowledges it, and provides a solution.
Shoot up a school? It's because you have a sin nature. Forget to do your homework? It's because you have a sin nature. Sexually assault a parishioner? Sin nature. Throw your Cheerios off your high chair? Sin nature. Not only does it homogenize things, where little things like forgetting to do your homework are drawn closer to the big things and therefore made much more serious than they actually are, and big things like sexually assaulting a parishioner are drawn closer to the little things and made much less serious than they are.
That might be one of the most absurd things that I've ever heard. Forgetting your homework because of a sin nature? Just because you forget to do something doesn't mean you're sinning. Thinking that the theology of sin draws a child's tantrum in a high chair closer to a person who essays another person is absolute nonsense. Legitimately, I don't even know how to take that seriously. What it sounds like is she's attacking kind of this made-up idea that all sin is the same, which is just not supported biblically. There are multiple places in the Gospels where Jesus points out that not all sins are equal, and as human beings, we understand this intuitively.
It also shuts down curiosity. Christians aren't curious about why someone might do something if they think they already have the answer. They're not going to be looking for executive dysfunction disorders if they believe the answer is sin. They're not going to be looking at child development if they think the answer is sin. They're not going to be looking at what purity culture renders if they think the answer is sin.
Yeah, I would like to see any data or research that backs something like this up. Just because Christians acknowledge that sin exists doesn't mean we just forsake environmental factors, we forsake mental disorders, or anything of the such. And I bet you that just as many Christians watch true crime as non-Christians, because we are curious about how people could commit such evil.
When you believe in sin theology, you believe that the problems in this world are inevitable, but that the closest we'll get to solving them is if more people become Christians. They'll still have a sin nature, but they'll be transformed by Jesus. So they'll be less likely to do the evil sin stuff.
Just empirically speaking, Christianity works the best. All the places with the highest morals and values in the world, they've all been influenced by Christian morals and values. The hope of Jesus is the most transformative message in the world, bar none. So people can hate on it all they want, but the message of Jesus is the solution to the world's problems.